Hello gamers, my name is Jaden, and I like to talk about movies sometimes. Why am I doing this instead of a normal intro? Well, I have a new setup, I have a new desk, I have a new filming setup. I'm allowed to do this. I'm allowed to do this. This is legal in all 50 states, plus Puerto Rico. I don't know, I didn't want to do an intro before we did the video. It kind of... Hello, welcome to the new setup. So yeah, I got a new setup. I got a new microphone. I have dual monitor screens now. I have my humidifier here. You know, I'm living. I told you all that I would be taking a little time to make videos very sporadically because I am in school. I just finished a class and I did drop a class. Can you guys see my ET canvas? Bought this at a mall, at a place in the mall that was closing like a long time ago. It's cool. I like it. I'm just here to do another episode of No Algorithm, No Problem. So let's see what we get. I just rolled the movie Terri on Amazon Prime. Terri stars John C. Reilly and Jacob Wysocki. You might know Jacob Wysocki from either YouTube or Unfriended. This doesn't seem that bad, to be completely honest with you. So, here we go. I guess. See you in another time.
3:28 a.m.
So, just like last time, you know the format. We're going to do some commentary. I recorded myself doing some commentary, but be forewarned, I was sucking on a Ricola during it, so you might hear some of that a little bit. It was only during the beginning part, though. Also, there's not a lot of funny stuff in the commentary this time because, spoiler, I actually like this movie. I'd also like to include a little bit of a content warning before this. There is some animal abuse that happens that I cover in my commentary, and some sexual situations, including some people of a little bit underage, so just be careful. Nothing too crazy, by the way, nothing illegal, just something to be fair warned about. Anyway, skip to the timestamp that's gonna be right here for my non-spoiler thoughts. So let's go. This is like the intro music from Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind. Like literally almost the same. Must have been the temp track. John C. Dad C. Reilly. Oh, people are gonna hate me for this. He's from The Office. Uncle James. I ain't never seen The Office.
Uncle James?
Oof. Oof.
Just think of it as feeding the animals.
Do not watch this movie if you like care about mice in any way. It's not good.
I'm
No,
not
John C.
What?
Reilly. Dad C. Reilly coming through. You know what though? I will give credit. The high schoolers look like high schoolers. Yes! Tim Heidecker! Let's fucking go!
Nice pajamas, man.
Nice. Skate boys, let's go. Positive skate boy representation in the culture. I love it. Yeah, there's some really cute sequences in this movie. I can definitely see why this was made.
Terry Thompson, the man with the plan. Terry T, super kid.
Oh, okay. Bye bye. Dad O'Reilly. Or Dad C. Reilly. I don't like where this is going, honestly. I know there's a little bit of cringe that comes with coming of age movies, but ugh. I don't know if I like where this is going. Oof. Man. Uncomfortable. I'm uncomfy. Don't know if that's good. I don't like this. The uncomfortable. The absolute cringe. I don't need to see 15-year-old like in this situation. I'm sorry. I know people like Harmony Korine's kids a lot, but I don't wanna
I don't want to think about this. I don't want to look at this, you know? I hate situations like this. So I'm going to talk my way through it. Talk my way through the cringe. She left her shoes. Aww. Oh, she's still there. Okay. It's kind of cute. Didn't know that was allowed, though.
As I said before, I actually like this movie. It's written by Patrick DeWitt, directed by Azazel Jacobs, who both collaborated again on The Sisters Brothers that came out in 2018. Look, let me tell you something. I want to be a writer in some sort of capacity. And I look at movies from a writing and story standpoint, and from those standpoints, it's a very good movie. The writing is really grounded and realistic. I really like that. I want to write like this someday. There's just this emotional honesty that many films cannot match. But the writing can be good, but if the actors are subpar, it doesn't mean much. And luckily, this movie has some great acting. Big shouts out to Dad C. Riley in this movie. He's great. He just does a really good job at doing this really tender performance. I mentioned that I was aware of Jacob Wysocki before this, and he was part of the Bath Boys, Peter Gilroy, and Good Neighbor. He's a really good performance in it. He's just a really good person to follow. He's just really endearing personality, and I really enjoy that in him. He kind of stays locked in one emotion, which is kind of concerning for some scenes, but you know what? It's not that big of a deal, honestly. I really like the side characters in this movie. There is a small performance from someone with disabilities that provides some cute little comedy. I really enjoyed that. I really liked Chad, and I really liked Heather. The performances they put on are very tender, and they're very real, and they don't really exaggerate, and I think that's really nice. We also see performances from Tim fucking Heidecker, hell yeah, and Justin Prentice. If you don't know who Justin Prentice is, I will just tell you, he's Bryce Walker from 13 Reasons Why.
We're doing it. Bryce Walker gets his redemptive ruling. Yes, that this rapist is okay.
Beautiful little cherry on top of this rape pie.
Just because a guy raped 7 or 8 or however.
But one of the things that I find truly lovely about this movie is that it doesn't really follow the typical coming of age type of personality. Normally when we see coming of age movies, we see pretty people. Haley Steinfeld, Saoirse Ronan, you know, some really beautiful people, even in Superbad, you know, like Michael Cera's a cute little twink. But honestly, like, seeing these kinds of people who Chad is kind of picks at his hair a lot, so he kind of has bald spots. Jacob Wysocki, aka Terri, you know, he's heavier set and he only wears pajamas during the movie. It provides a real tenderness, and we need to see more of that, honestly. Not a lot of big budget movies put those kinds of people on pedestals. You know, they kind of push them off to the side, make them do comedy, kind of do other things. We need to see more of that, honestly. This is really good for diversity and representation. I do have some issues with this movie. The direction is merely serviceable, which is excusable for a smaller budget film, but it does feel like there is lacking a unique filmmaking voice and unique cinematography, and that is kind of upsetting. The comedy is very understated, which can be a great choice for certain things, but even when they attempt to do comedy, it doesn't really land more than just like, and I think that's kind of something that I'm not really a fan of. And I will say I was not a big fan of the climax of this movie. Look, I'm not very comfortable watching sexual situations when they're portrayed on film, especially considering the age of the character. For me, I think it's something that it's just not my thing. It's just not my thing. Some people like that. I don't. I'll be honest, I don't have a lot to say about this movie. It's a really tender film with a really big heart. And there are some things that I wish that were better. You have kids in high school who look like they actually belong in high school. That's rare. Please, we need more of that. Thank you. And you know what? I'm giving it a 7 out of 10. It's really nice. So I've been kind of lying to y'all, saying that I'm only focused on school. Actually, back in January, when I first launched some videos on this channel, I actually wrote a script for a short film entitled Consider the Gap. It's a film about the afterlife. A girl dies, she goes in limbo, and she has to cross this creek to see if she goes to heaven or hell. It's not always heavy, you know. There's a little bit of a character there. I call her an arbitrator, but she's more like a counselor who is kind of jaded by seeing so many people die, and she's got some witticisms in her. I really like this aspect of these other characters that I've added, particularly like people who kind of deserve to go to hell. It's kind of fun. So yeah, I'm in the middle of pre-production and I'm slated to direct. It's real. I have a director of photography, I have an editor, I have 2 producers, and I have an assistant director, but I need people to help me out. I launched a GoFundMe. Please consider funding my film and my dreams. You know, I really want to try to get this submitted to festivals. Yeah, so if you can, please consider funding. If not, please consider sharing my GoFundMe link with anyone. You know, I'm not getting any stimmies. I don't have any job. I need help, please. So yeah, please subscribe if you like this video and you want to see more, and follow me on my socials to keep up with my crumbling life. Have a nice day.